Hey, what's going on, folks? Alright, so a bit about the run here. This is Resident Evil 2. Playing it on a Gamecube emulator called Dolphin. Probably my 5th or so complete run on this version of the game. I've played it on PlayStation, I've played it on PlayStation Emulator, played the PC version. This one is kind of the quickest in real time. I'm using this auto splitter over here, so it's going to start and hit my splits for me. It works properly for everything except the end of the game, so it's not 100% accurate, but it is the most accurate I've used so far. One of the main differences about this version of the game, or the GameCube versions, is that you can skip all these little cutscenes.
Freeze!
But you'll see that the timer just jumped ahead like 20 seconds. So even though you can skip the cutscenes, you still kind of get charged the time for them, I guess you could say. This is kind of the first point that I look for to get good RNG on. If the basketball court doesn't go well, then it's early enough to reset. Okay, so that's more or less the basketball court we were looking for. Must have taken a bite on my PB on the splits there, as you can see I gained a lot of time. Along with me here, I got my son. He has not played this game ever, so if he's had any questions about this or anything, he's going to pose them. That way we can get kind of an outside perspective. The world record for this category, GameCube Emulator, is like a 101 something by Zek, and it's pretty insane. He does things in that run that I didn't even know were possible. The final time for this ends up being a 104.54, I believe, which currently would put me in about 15th place out of the 33 people that have posted runs on speedrun.com. Aiden tried to play this game once and didn't get past the first hallway. The controls are a little funky, huh?
Yeah, they were really fun. I couldn't control them.
Like, you gotta go left, so you start pressing left, and he doesn't go anywhere. He just pivots in place. But I don't know, I grew up with it, so. We're about to see the best part of the GameCube version here. Or you're about to not see it, I guess. Normally you open this door and it's, oh, your party's been cancelled, and it's 5 minutes of nonsense. Here, we can skip it. Skip immediately past it and leave the room. So this was easy to pick up another second right there, because on this previous PB I actually got hit by that liquor on that very first drop, because I'm still trying to get used to the whole skipping cutscenes on GameCube, and it's just something I'm not used to, but getting there. But yeah, if you're not familiar with this game, this is kind of what started the whole survival horror thing. It's supposed to be a scary game, and it's scary as in like things jump out at you and jump scares kind of thing. But you also get, there's a lot of enemies that are thrown at you and not a whole lot of ammo. So you have to make your way around a lot of zombies instead of killing them. And that's exactly what the speedrun is about. In fact, I don't think you really kill any zombies. You kill bosses. But zombies? I don't think you kill anything, really. Here we got a little puzzle. You gotta push these statues into place. Statue drops the crystal.
Saving up a lot of time here.
Yeah. So yeah, those green numbers you see there, that means I'm 12 seconds, or however many seconds that's showing, faster than the last time I did it. And it's just measured at basically every door you go through. So yeah, every time I go down a little lower, it means I'm slightly faster. Which is not very difficult in this run because my previous run was pretty bad. That's what PB stands for, pretty bad. No kidding, it stands for personal best. You know what that thing was, Aiden?
No.
It's called a licker. Because they have like super long tongues and they can literally like lick your head off. So we put the knife away just to get a little more room in our inventory. And we won't be using the knife at all.
Will you get the shotgun?
Nope, I'm not going to be getting the shotgun. There is a shotgun available. It was in that room where we just picked up that metal. But you don't need it. Not for a speedrun anyway. It's fun. It is a lot of fun. You can lay down whole rooms of zombies with just a couple shots. And you can upgrade it later on to make it super powerful. But for the speedrun, it's not necessary. We're going to get the Magnum, and then that's it. Because the Magnum is pretty powerful. And they give you plenty of ammo for it, so... The main difference I've noticed between this and the PC version is that after you climb down off of things, it takes longer to recover in this version. The PC version does that quickly for some reason. Although it's not used a whole lot, so it's not a big deal breaker. I think I end up picking up some more time here due to some bad menuing the first time around. Yeah, good few seconds. Now this is the last time we have to make this dodge. I think I should have, if I would have just been going straight and tried to go around that guy, that would have worked a lot better. So lost a few seconds there, no biggie. Yeah, this is not my best library. You get caught on two corners for some unknown reason. Just being sloppy. But for some reason, it's still better than my PB. I don't know what I did in my PB part, but it was awful. Because this is pretty awful, and it's still better than the other one. Yeah, this is why the Japanese version is more popular. The American version, there's two zombies in that part, and they're both directly in your way. Much harder to dodge. That's why pretty much every record you see that's at the top is going to be Japanese. Didn't scare you?
I'm used to jump scares.
I bet that'd scare you in real life. If you're just running down a hallway and 7 crows just bust through the windows and start trying to peck at you.
Yeah.
So this might be my smoothest back and forth to this generator room. No bites. I was pretty happy about it. This is not great. Stupid chair. Good couple seconds down. This goes well though. Didn't get the screen transition, but that's better than taking a bite, so I got my few seconds back. Hung up on corners again. I could have shaved like a bunch of time off of this run if I had just taken the corners a lot cleaner. You know what those are, Aiden?
No.
They're chess pieces. There's like the rook, the bishop, the knight, and the king, I think? I was real cautious with that guy because he got me last time. Or on one of my tries, I don't remember.
There's something on the sofa.
Yeah, that's a little key. It's a small key, and you can use them in a couple areas. But yeah, in Leon's game, you can use that key to unlock a little desk. It's by the library we were just in, and it gives you these parts that you can attach to your handgun that make it fire 3-round bursts. It's pretty sweet. But again, we don't need it for a speedrun. To go over there, to pick up the key, and then go over there and get that, and then take the parts out, and then add it to your gun, would take so long that it's not even worth it. We're just going to be using the Magnum anyway. In fact, there's only think, 3 more spots in this run where I use the gun, and 2 of them are not even necessary. It's just something that I do for safety. That was a good little corner, because I just like stopped running for a split second and it confused the liquor. So normally you take a swipe there. Not this time. I think I did pretty well this time, but about not taking as much damage. I think I used like two first aid sprays and an herb throughout the run. I don't know. Worst room in the game. Just barely made it through. Once you take a bite there, there's usually 1 or 2 more coming. Oh, Marvin. It's going down. Yeah, that was not... I'm sure there's a better way to avoid that. Okay, yeah, so that's the first healing item taken. Not bad, though. About 30 seconds ahead, so it's looking good.
Smooth.
Yeah, that dodge used to be tough for me. You just basically just run straight and then hook it right real quick before you get to that zombie and he won't get you. In any version of the game. I bet that hallway I just took was a little smoother because I picked up half a second. That was a near miss.
ADA shot.
Yeah, that's Ada. She's another character that you meet in this game. And she shoots at you. That's how you guys meet. It's so romantic. She shoots at you, and she's like, oh, sorry, I thought you were a zombie. But yeah, in this version, we're skipping all those cutscenes. She just kind of like runs off on her own, and you go chase her down. In here you meet this reporter named Ben, who has locked himself in one of these cells. I can finally skip these cutscenes now, and then I just find myself explaining what happens in the cutscenes. But anyway, we're on to the sewers. We have a crowbar now.
Little map jump scare there.
A jump scare from the map. Yeah, that's like... The only time you will see the map open is when the game forces you to do it. In a speedrun, anyway. It is available there for you to use during casual runs, but once you have a speedrun down, you will not be opening the map. This part, I put a lot of practice into this area. It seems like on this Gamecube version, this second spider is a lot more aggressive. So yeah, I just like to put a little bullet in him just to keep him down. I've noticed that if he's not visible when I'm coming down that hallway, he's ready to get me. It doesn't matter if I take the inside corner or the outside corner. He's ready to get me, and I will get poisoned. That's why I just gained 21 seconds just from shooting him instead of taking the corner blind. There's several points in this run where I just shoot. Just shoot first and instead of going in blind. Coming down the stairs next to the evidence room. There with the spider. And then again coming out of the red hallway. Also here with one of the dogs. This is also different, I think, in these versions. I never had an issue with the dogs. in this Ada area, except in this version. Can you guess what we're trying to do here, Aiden?
Gonna make the boxes float?
Yeah, you're right.
I was trying to remember because I saw you do this before.
Yeah, you don't even have to have them lined up perfectly. If they're just like close to in a line, they just float into position to make a little bridge.
It kind of looks like ink.
What does?
That water thing, it kind of looks like ink.
Oh, yes, because it's super dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, my auto-aiming kind of did me wrong there. I wanted to shoot the second dog. I just wasn't fast enough. I should have been further along when I pulled the gun out. So, lost about 2.5 seconds. Coming back through here this way is much easier. I don't think I've just rarely had any issues. As long as you're moving, you should be fine.
Part where you come back to Ben and he turns into like a hideous monster.
No, well we get back to Ben after we gotta go do some more stuff in the police station first, and then you come back down here, Ben. But he doesn't actually turn into anything. He there's this creature that busts out of his body. This I think screwed this up pretty bad. Yeah, waited too long to make that turn. And this could have gone really bad. Like, I missed that corner, he jumps in front of me. Luckily, his targeting was not good, so I lost time, but at least I still only got hit once. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I was focused enough, I could get to a pretty low 104 very soon. I also really didn't have to do this. I should have just left without it. Burned a few seconds picking it up. Oh, because I wanted to attempt this. This is the first time I've gone this middle route. During a run, I usually go around where that zombie's on the floor. And it is a bit quicker. Good half a second quicker. But we don't make any progress playing it safe, so I figured I'd keep the herb in there just in handy just in case, but then try for these more aggressive strategies. This, I think, is probably the best red hallway I've ever done. Doesn't she look like Misty? That's their nickname. The girl zombies are pretty much all dressed like that, so we call them Misties. Again, being cautious.
I was about to say, is that the room where that beast jumps through the window?
Mm-hmm. That's a liquor. In the Claire version of this room, you're in this room with one of those liquors, And in a speed run, you don't kill him. You just kind of like walk around him, and he comes after you, and you have to get that whole thing done right there without killing him. I'm sure there's a trick to making it easy, but I don't know. From my perspective so far, it doesn't seem like that'd be easy.
I guess they take a while to kill.
Yeah. I mean, if you have a shotgun or a magnum, it goes pretty quick. Yeah, so that's... Yeah, I like to shoot her. It gets her attention. Every time I try to go around her without shooting her, I get caught, and it's just not worth it. So I just... It doesn't take very long to just put one bullet in her. It gets her attention. She turns around, and by the time she's turned around, you're already making your way around her. I got hung up on that bench a little bit, but... No, and that wall, but... Still gaining time. What's going to be at the top of this ladder, Aiden?
Zombie? Oh, nigger. He's crawled down, so it's kind of hard to see
he's
him.
Low profile. But I mean, they're not very fast, so once you get past them, it's over. Just ran right into that beam. No big deal. I just smashed my face on a metal beam. Equip the magnum, put the cog in place, push the button. This massive mechanism moves the door to this laundry chute or whatever. I'm confused about what that's about. This is where we go in, and we see Ben split in half by the creature that's inside of him.
I forgot, do you fight the creature?
Oh yeah, you sure do. You see down here, lower on the splits, where it says G Mutanto, that's what that boss is called. When he splits Ben in half right here and crawls away, he's probably like the size of a football. By the time you get to him and go fight him, which is going to be in like, 40 seconds. He's bigger than a human. Alright, I always got my eye on this second spider because he's tricky. We can see him now, so no need to shoot him. I just wanted to wait a split second so I can get around him. So yeah, I lose a second, but I don't get poisoned. I'm fine with that. Because you get poisoned, then it takes like 20 seconds to recover from it, and you're going to lose health no matter what.
Here's the boss.
Yep. So I tried to get the spacing right here, where I could only shoot him 6 times. I guess if you're closer, it does more damage. It didn't quite work out though. I had to go for 7. Or did I? Was it 6? No, that
7.
Yeah, it was 7. Okay. Not a big deal. I mean, honestly, I don't end up needing all the ammo that you get, so it works out. Lost a second because that stupid thing was on me at the end, and then I inspected the panel instead of opening the door. But I do have that extra herb.
And that little spray can.
The spray can, that's a first aid spray. That heals a lot more than an herb does. So they're kind of more valuable. I like to save them for if you get hurt real bad.
The elevator's going down without you on it.
Yeah. Wait!
But yet you're still on it.
There was only so much they could do back in these days. Just like here, it's just a door floating in blackness of space.
Oh, look, some spiders.
They're like giant cockroaches. And yeah, they fly. Size of your head. We're skipping a whole lot of cutscene here.
You enter back into the sewers.
Yeah, this is the sewer. It's literally on the door going into here. It's called a dumping area. This is where all the dumps go.
So apparently they spit acid too.
Yeah, that's poison. If you get hit with that, you're poisoned. And then that poison just continues to hurt you until you pick up those blue herbs or use blue herbs. I totally screwed this part up. I miss this valve action here twice. And it cost me like 8 seconds or something. It's terrible. We get back across, equip the handgun, use the valve again, and that's the last time we're going to use the valve. Yeah, that's a good almost 8 seconds. We're just lost on nonsense. Giant croc.
Alligator.
Yeah, alligator, croc. I think this is actually called a croc, but I can't think of what the difference is off the top of my head right now. Got some croc food for you.
They do eat this. It's totally not a bomb. You're dead.
It's just a compressed gas cylinder.
Oh.
Probably wasn't even flammable gas because there wasn't really an explosion. Just
blasted his face off.
Just the container came apart and blew his upper jaw off. Blew his mind, bro.
Now he kind of looked like Withered Bonnie without his face.
Oh, that's a
FNAF character.
Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's reference.
Where are you going?
I gotta go get this medal.
No, where was she going?
Yeah, she's lost.
She's like, where'd you go?
She's like, oh, this way. I get it now.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew we were going this way.
Didn't we come through here before? You don't remember the way out here, Ada? Yeah, she gets lost pretty easily. But luckily, as soon as you change rooms, she's with you again. You don't, like, lose her.
Next step, the sewers.
Although, if it didn't break the game, that would be pretty cool, to just lose Ada. So I wouldn't have to deal with it. She blocks the camera sometimes. She just made it harder for me to get out of there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave you back there.
Yeah, she's totally in the dust.
Like, peace. Alright, we're in the sewers now.
Well, we've been in the sewers this whole time. That when you see on my splits up here, That's when we leave the sewers. That's when that time is going to be measured. So we're leaving the sewers right at this door.
Money.
No, it's not money. They're like keys. I don't know who designed this place, but they thought that would be a good idea. They're like, no, we're not going to use keys, no card keys, no passwords, just big medals. You're going to need 2 medals to get through this door.
We're just going to make him look like coins.
Yes, giant coins. Stupid corner.
I like trains.
Let's see if you still like trains after this.
You know what? It wouldn't hurt just to make the background during those little cutscenes when they open doors or the elevator goes down. It wouldn't just hurt to make the background.
Nowadays they could do something like that, but this was PlayStation original. It just didn't have that kind of processing power.
Bad hand. Bad hand.
I guarantee the phone that you have now is like 5 times more powerful than the PlayStation 1 that this came out on. Kinda gotta take a bite there. Although he's in the way, he doesn't fall down like a good boy. I get these dodges here.
Take her.
Oh no, I didn't get this one.
Like, take her instead, not me.
Yeah, that'd be fine. She can take as much damage as you want, and she doesn't die, so that's fine. Yeah, take her.
No, you're just like using her as a human shield. Take her, take her.
If that were possible, I would do it.
2 spray cans.
But yeah, it's pretty good to have 2 first aid sprays at this point, and my health is still fine. Because, I don't know, sometimes I can do this next boss fight well, and sometimes I just don't.
What is that?
That is ammo for the Magnum. Yeah, the gun that I used on that last boss is the Magnum. It's a handgun, it's just a really high caliber, big monster of a handgun. And we're going to be using that for the rest of the game. So we load it up, get it equipped, put the key in. Remember what you were asking what that air horn was earlier? It's because that train is on a big lift and it's going down. And then now we go fight the boss.
Train Birkin?
Mm-hmm.
Is this the thing that you were shooting the hands before?
Yeah. Yeah, Birkin has a thing for trains, I guess.
Whenever he was down, he looked like those lickers. Like whenever he was like down on the ground, like whenever he jumped out.
Yeah, it's the same textures and stuff.
Like the arm looked like a licker's arm.
Well, I'm glad I dodged that second hit. I think I shot too early right there because I should have killed him. So, lost a little bit of time, but I didn't get hurled that bad, so...
You only got 1 hit on you.
Yeah. Less damage taken means less healing items I have to pick up. When you have to pick those items up and then use them, that costs time, so... taking as little damage as possible helps. But some of it is just unavoidable. I don't know what I was doing right here. I was not paying attention.
Ooh, more ammo.
Yeah, see, I picked up a few seconds there because I didn't have to use a healing item. Even though I just stood there for like a full second and did nothing.
50.1 and 50.1.
Yeah, so that's almost a minute that I'm ahead, which is good.
Can imagine if you were 1 second ahead, like just barely make it out, and then there's just 1 second left.
Well, that would mean that you're 1 second faster than your previous run, which is still not bad. I mean, once people start getting the run down like perfectly, any few seconds is great.
Looks like that room is freezing.
Yeah, this is a cold storage room where they would like need to keep, I don't know, samples of things that need to stay cold.
Like, oh, we're just gonna keep this dead zombie body in here.
Yeah.
We don't need it, but we're just gonna make it freeze.
Because if it thaws out, it will kill you.
So yeah, we'll just freeze it so he won't get out.
They also use rooms like that for supercomputers. Computers that are just like amazingly awesome and can do a lot of things really fast. They generate a lot of heat. So they keep them in a giant refrigerator, basically.
Huh. Like, if you want to use this supercomputer, you're gonna have to get through the cold.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put on this giant animal fur.
What is that?
Some weird mutated plant creature that we want nothing to do with, because they spit poison as well. I don't know if it's poison, but it's like acid or something. It hurts a lot. We don't want it. No want. Thank you.
There, it looks like that's where it was coming from.
Alright, so this room, check this out. This is tricky. Watch this. Stutter step.
Oh, hi.
These are like mega lickers, I guess you could say. They take a lot more damage before you can kill them, and they do a lot more damage.
Did you use a first aid spray here?
I have to after that, yeah.
Caution.
So in my previous run, I must have used it in that room, because I just gained like 5 seconds. But then I just lost 3 immediately. So it's still good.
Man, only if you didn't lose 3 seconds. 55.9. 55.9.
Yeah. I mean, it goes up and down. At one point, this is actually a really good lab that I pull off here, for me anyway. Everything went nice and smooth. Watch this guy. Whoop. Nope.
Nope.
This guy is tough. Also, you gotta get to this card just right, and then whoop, get out of there.
Psych.
Right around this guy.
Yeah, I don't wanna get bit. Thank you. Not today.
Yeah. So that was a pretty good lab for me. I just got 2.5 seconds back. I have practiced this room with these lickers like a dozen times in each direction. And it's, I don't know, it's pretty unpredictable no matter what you do. What I came up with was this. I always forget about this room. Because there's nothing you do in here in this scenario, and it's just pointless. Unless you need to save or use the item box, which we're not going to do either one of those. But anyway, this room. You start off running, and then once I get to this little different shaded floor spot, start walking. It doesn't go very well though. Sometimes I can get out of here with only one swipe using that method. It took a lot more there. But I've also had runs end right there because I died. And that didn't happen, so it's all good. In fact, I think we're not even in caution, so it's still good. But I've got one first aid spray on me, and then there's one more that I'm going to pick up before the final boss.
That's a lot of numbers.
Yeah. Yeah, the times start going up because there's 2 more cutscenes that get skipped.
What's the Mo disc?
That is, I started going the wrong way there. The Mo disc is, it's like a key for the hallway that goes to the final boss. You need it to access this computer that unlocks the door for you.
That sounded like those phones, like whenever you get a message, you push a button, and like each message it does that noise.
Oh, like a voicemail.
Yeah.
So this is not the best room I could have had here.
Get out of here.
Ideally, I'd like that to be just one bite, one shot. But no big deal. It's still decent.
Alright, yep, I'm gone. Bye.
Nope, we gotta get these first. Actually, I guess I wouldn't have really needed to get them, but it is kind of a safety thing.
Oh, hi.
Bye. And then when we get back to her, she's on the floor and dead. But let me tell you, some things happened.
Like whenever you skip the cutscene, like the people, oh my god, what happened to her?
Yeah. Some explosion happened. A big pipe fell out of the ceiling and smashed her in the head.
She almost said Leon. If she said the full thing, I'd say, no, this is Patrick!
But anyway, Annette's dead. Ada, we think, is dead. It's time to go to the final boss.
And I guess that's the end?
Yeah, well, you gotta watch the cutscene at the end.
I wonder why you have to watch that cutscene.
You don't have to in the PC version. I don't know why. It's part of the in-game timer for this version. But it is what it is.
So the end is 167.
We take this guy out. Can't see this guy, but we take him out too.
Huh.
This almost went bad. I almost took bites there.
Initiating Mo Disc.
Exactly. So look at this. We're almost a minute, or we are a minute ahead. I'm like, what? Oh, this looks good. And I practiced this final boss fight quite a bit too. You gotta be. You run to the P over here. I'm really not in an optimal position, but it still works. The second part, you have to be in exactly the right spot. Just enough ammo.
So you don't have to reload.
Exactly. Wait for him to land from his jump. Boom. 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 That's the whole magazine, and that's exactly how much ammo is needed to kill him in his second form. So that was pretty much... That's the best I've ever had that fight.
Like this, it's just like you're in first person. I don't know what I'm doing. You only have...
So the PC version would end right here.
I like trains.
Yes. I'm pretty sure the people at Capcom are right there with you, because this is the third train that we get in this scenario.
No, this is Patrick. I don't know where to get on. Oh, please, God. Let this door be open.
No, he didn't get on. He's dead. Oh, there he is. How'd you get on?
Nope.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
I'm fine. A little traumatized from what I've just been through. I'm just a kid, you know.
No,
She was on the verge of death.
I have to find my brother.
You're right.
Both of her parents are dead.
This is just
Oh, I'm fine.
the beginning.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Off to Disneyland.
And Leon, yeah, I've only taken like a few shots right here and like right here, and these bandages are totally helping, and I'm totally not about to die.
Yeah, when Ada wrapped these bandages around my clothes, it worked perfectly. You know, that stopped the bleeding. I've been shot and bitten by zombies like 4 times. But I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. This was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I like looking at the splits and seeing green across the board. By a good minute and a half.
Yeah, and then the rest from 165, you saved a minute.
More than a minute. But yeah, so I ended the timer, I think, at just the right time. Because the end, this auto splitter, it doesn't stop at the end. I have to manually tell it to stop. And it's supposed to stop right after that last cutscene with the train and everything blowing up.
Boom.
But here we have to wait for the official in-game time. And it's get showed at the end, after the credits. And again, in the PC version, you can skip that final cutscene, you can skip these credits. In the GameCube version, you cannot. So we have to wait.
2 years later.
Mm-hmm.
Recording crew, cast.
You know what's weird is that these are all the people that do the English voices and everything. This is a Japanese game. And
No Japanese.
Yeah. I mean, there's like little subtitles that tell you what's going on in Japanese, but...
The speaking's not Japanese.
Yeah. What's the deal with that? I don't understand that.
So the game's in Japanese, but they speak English, but the captions are in Japanese.
It's wild. I don't understand. I know that a lot of people in Japan speak English and can read English, but for them to make the game and there's like no option for Japanese spoken dialogue, that seems strange.
Yeah. I have to agree. The bosses look hard. Kind of.
They're hard if you don't know like exactly where you need to be and exactly how many shots they take and everything, but that's kind of what speedrunning is anticipating what's going to happen. Like that final boss, if I wasn't in that perfect spot, he does some nasty things to you. He can jump all over you, he can grab you with his spikes and like shake you around and throw you across the room, do ridiculous amounts of damage. But if you stand in that very exact spot, he'll just jump on top of that little shelf there and stay there. He just lets himself get shot.
Like, oh, you're just gonna stay there? Okay, pulls out gun.
Okay, I have exactly 8 rounds for you, sir.
So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Reload. 1, 2,
So there we go,
3, 4.
official 104.54.
Just 1 second. After
Still
you
got
stop
S rank
the timer.
because I didn't use that last first aid spray. Thanks for kicking it, folks. See you next time.